Hey everyone, this is Devon Joshi. I'm the managing editor slash webmaster for the Johnsonian and also a member of STARS at Winthrop University. And here's a quick little video to show you guys the new changes in the Gmail interface. So Gmail's been working on something that they call the preview theme. Well, that's not what they call it, but like this has been demoed as for the past almost a few months now, I'd say. And it finally came to fruition yesterday. People started to get the ability to transition to a new theme, and that's actually kind of what you're seeing here right now. If you use Gmail on a day-to-day basis for something like Winthrop Mail, you might see some differences between my setup and yours. But this is just a standard Gmail account that I use every day. And this is the new look. So starting off with buttons like the Compose button, and up at the top, we have the big, thicker style buttons. And of course, it's still the Omni bar, which I've talked about in previous videos. And then here you see some of the new features, the more dynamic nature of the Gmail interface. And so you can see that as I hover, lists can expand, and that there's hidden scroll bars I can move up and down for. And the same exists here. It's just a newer, cleaner look. You see there's a little pop-up box. I'm just going to close that out. And so I think that's basically the main changes that you see right here. Um, Again, this is an aesthetic change, and I am a fan of it. I don't know about everyone else. I think there's this almost like a popular notion that whenever something changes on the internet, that people automatically hate it, and I think that's silly. I think this is a great step to really clean Gmail up, and I think it's a lot nicer looking. So, like I've already kind of mentioned, this is my priority inbox setup, but obviously this is the new style. Um, Smaller Gmail logo. I still have the ability to go through mails, contacts, and tasks. Um, as I click on the different parts of my inbox, like inbox, starred, important, you see that the little white bar moves along with it. It's just an aesthetic, like a marker to show where you are. Obviously, hover over expands my labels, and I can actually uh, shrink that, or I can expand it all the way down depending on what I like. And I'm going to keep it like this. I like to see my standard tabs and only my labels when I want them. I can also scroll down my gadgets here. So I have a Google Docs gadget and my Google Calendar gadget. And I can get rid of them altogether too if I'd like. And only expand them when I need them, which is kind of neat. And especially because on my regular desktop, I tend to only use I use a separate app, but it depends on what you want to do. You can set your theming properly. So let me select a message. Let me select one from David. You see that when I click, I get my options that show up again. Obviously, I have the ability to select all the messages at once. I can archive the message, report it as spam, delete it, mark it as read. I can move to a label, or I can just set a label. So you can see that there's two changes here. These used to be text. Now they're denoted by images. And the idea that a label is a folder, Google tries to give you that hint by putting a big folder, and a label is exactly what it looks like in the image label. And of course, I have more options here. I can mute. I can filter. Removing the stars on the message. This is a starred message. I can remove the star. I can add to a task, mark as important, uh, uh, or as not important, depending on. Obviously, this one is marked as important. If I select this one, it should change, and indeed it does. And so it's a general idea. And I have right side chat enabled, which is a labs feature. So yeah, that's the basic overview of what you see. It's just still Gmail, just with different buttons and a little bit more dynamic stuff here on the side. The settings is right here, so I can choose between comfortable, cozy, and compact. I'm using compact right now. Cozy um, expands it, and comfortable expands it a little bit more. And also it says on larger displays. This is a small, I'm using a MacBook right now, but on my wider 15-inch, or excuse me, my 17-inch laptop, you can see a difference. But essentially, it's just like Preview and Preview Dense. These are nice and small, and on a larger screen, you can expand them to fill the screen better. It just depends on what you want to do. I can only temporarily revert back, which means the old style is gone, effectively anyway. I can report bugs in the new system, ask for help if I need it. Settings and themes, right there. Same old Gmail settings. Themes, they have a different set. So this is the original kind of when they demoed it first, this kind of preview. It's a little too bright for me. Dark, on the other hand, is also a little too dark for me. So you can go through all of them. They have what they are calling HD themes, which are kind of plays off of themes they already had, like a turf and treetops, or themes they already had. Planets are it's just a revisit to that theme. Actually, that's kind of a nice theme. There you go. So you can play around with all that. And so it's graffiti and stuff like that. And you can see too that it still will meet with your location. So for things like Orcas Island and Tree, I know it'll shift between night and day. Ocean, I believe, is another one. Oh, and they also mark it. Okay, so you can see here there's a little clock in the bottom right hand corner denoting that it will change with time. This one, Tree, will change with weather. Right there. I believe Orca Island then will change with every reload. Let's just test. So this is one for Orca Island. Let me refresh and see if it changes. I guess maybe not. So I don't know what that little film strip means, but I'm making a guess. I think it might just be a change in the scenery. But the difference between the HD and the classic, I'm again making the assumption that obviously these are kind of retooled for the new theme. But I think that the real difference is that they might be higher pixel count images at the end, making them HD. I'm not really sure if they truly are HD images or not, but I suppose all of this is kind of just depending on your interpretation. But again, it's nice. It also matches, if you look at the calendar or docs, you can see this type of style change that's applied there. Again, it's nothing earth-shattering. Just it's something neat, and I think it's a good step forward for Google. So yeah, that's kind of your tour to the new Google theme, and I embrace it. I think everyone should get used to it because it's here to stay. And yeah, go out, learn it, and enjoy it, and please don't complain. That's just my point of view, though. Have any questions, comments, or concerns? Disagree with me? Do you want to complain about the new theme? Let me know. Send me an email at joshied@myteachernow.com. Until next time, thanks for watching.